Welcome back, everybody, to Gridiron and Grit. I know it has been a minute. I'm sorry. Scheduling things, life gets hectic, and we're not able to always bring you a podcast, but we are going to do our best. It is rivalry week. It is Thanksgiving week. We're breaking down games. It's going to be some fun. I got Iowa, Nebraska on, which we will talk about today. Joining me today is Nathaniel Philly Grim Dolan. Dolan, it's been a while.
Sorry, I was muted. Yeah, it's been a while.
It has been. Hey, we're back.
Huh?
We're back.
We are back.
We are back. A lot of things that we can talk about. A lot of things we'll go over. But of course, next to me today, Heroes Game Trophy for Iowa, Nebraska. We already know how I feel about Nebraska. We'll talk more about it later. But I'm waiting. Well, actually, it's really from our other guy of our podcast, but I'm waiting for my apology about the Bears. I said the Bears are going to be the Bears are going to be the Bears. We're going to challenge the division, and I was laughed at by Mr. White. And now look, we're in first place in the division, first place in the North with a lot of good games coming up. Speaking of, big one today.
For who? You or me?
For both of us. Because while I don't want to talk about what happened last week with y'all, I mean, on the back end of that game, this is kind of a bigger game. This is a bigger game now than it would have been had y'all just put away Dallas.
It's the offensive coordinator, man. I don't know what to tell you.
Is it
I've been saying that shit all fucking year. I want the dude's head on a stick.
Is it the OC though, or is it the DC? Considering y'all were up, and then your defense kind of just let them come back into that.
That defense has saved us more times to count than the offense has. It's the same defense from last year.
Well, that's
you talk
fair.
About the defense that kept the Lions from scoring even into the close, anywhere close to what they've been scoring every other game all season.
Right. Well,
defenses are going to have a fluke every once in a while, but when the offense has a fluke the entire year, that's a problem.
It is. Don't sell yourself too short, though. The Cowboys also beat Kansas City last night,
which was nice.
Which everybody
won against the Lions.
Which for me, it was watching. It's a battle for second place. This is the Bears division. It's a battle for second place. But realistically, I wanted Detroit to win. I hate Detroit less than I hate Green Bay. And I will stand by that.
Ooh. Oh, I'm so tired.
Me too. And I think Cam is too. He sent me a text at like 1 a.m, so I'm assuming he was up late playing Marvel Rivals, which is why he's not on right now.
Yeah,
but
I'm going to the gym, and then I've got another Thanksgiving dinner to go to. Then more Black Friday shopping. Busy day.
Thanksgiving dinner while watching the game, I assume?
I don't know. My mom might not allow it.
Really? That's interesting considering, your mom and,
she's a hockey fan, not a football fan.
That's true.
It'd be different if there's a Stanley Cup coming up. Instead, it's football. Not her thing, not her cup of tea.
Oh, yeah, no, that's fair. But, with us being, gone so long, a lot has happened. We're going to get caught up on some of the scores from the last week. Also, recapping some games last night. Oh yeah, that pissed me off last year when when Nebraska refused to shake hands during the coin toss, and then they ended up losing. Yeah, eat shit. So as you've already said, we covered the Cowboys beating the Chiefs last night. Oh yeah, they shook hands this year. Fucking
Bengals
pussies.
stomping on the Ravens.
Joe Burrow coming back and
Joe Burrow coming back from the dead.
leading the Bengals to a win over the Ravens. This might be what they need. Is Joe Burrow back to hopefully salvage this season? Looking elsewhere around the league, some good games this week to maybe keep an eye on. Bills Steelers would be an interesting one to keep an eye on. I'd like to say Bucks Cards, but probably not. Texans Colts will be one to watch. And then for those more down in the dumps, a couple battle teams that are struggling, Saints Dolphins will be one to maybe watch out for. And draft implications on the line there. But coming to this one, I didn't have oops, that's on me. I thought I had it up here. There we go, share. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Like we said, Bengals Ravens, games to keep an eye on. Colts Texans, Saints Dolphins. As we are getting later into the season, we got to keep an eye on that race for the number 1 draft pick. Another game that involves teams that are a bit lower. Falcons Jets. Keep an eye on Rams Panthers. Rams looking pretty. Panthers looking better than expected as of late. Could challenge the Rams at home. Bills Steelers, probably the biggest game to watch on Sunday. Monday's going to be a snooze fest with the Patriots and Giants. Get them. Yeah, 4th down. But I think the biggest game to watch is going to be this one tonight. Bears Eagles at 2 p.m. And I know we had talked about, maybe it's honestly kind of a good thing that I'm here right now and not out in Philadelphia with you, because
I won't have time. I don't even think I'll be able to watch the game tonight.
Yeah. Well, even if you had time, I don't even really think like you know how I get with football. And if the Bears are playing anywhere, if the Bears are keeping this game close, I'm jawing like a motherfucker to all the Philadelphians around me.
Very unwise.
Oh, I know it's unwise, and I know it's not smart, but I know if the Bears are in that game come 4th quarter, my mouth is running, and I do not care. There's a jail in that stadium for a reason. It was built for me. Probably.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
But at this point in the NFL season, here we are at week 13. Did we really think I don't think we thought the Patriots were going to be.
I thought they were going to be the bottom of the division.
Yeah, right. Well, maybe not bottom, but I thought they would be like third in the division.
Oh, well, no, it was the Jets. I thought were going to be the bottom. I thought they were going to be 3rd in their division.
Yeah, and that's where they are. Patriots 10-2. Definitely a team to keep an eye out on. Pittsburgh leading the charge in the North. I didn't think the Bengals would be at 4-8, but also with Joe Burrow getting hurt, it's one of those things you can't avoid. Oh my God, there's a little red. Fucking nightmare fuel.
I predicted it. I knew they were going to be not as good because I told you if you take Joe Burrow out.
Oh, yeah.
Happen.
Yep. It's also kind of a good thing I'm not in Lincoln right now because I'd also be fighting people there too. I don't know. Today is a double whammy for me. Fucking Bears, Eagles, fucking Iowa, Nebraska. Oh, good catch. Oh, he caught that. Oh, you fucking jackass. You fat fucking ref. He came down with that inbounds. Oh, your mother. Your mother. Fuck you. There's gonna be a lot. There's gonna be a lot of that today. Colts leading the division. I thought it was gonna be Houston. So seeing the Colts as a welcome. How about the Colts? They're undefeated at home today. I'm seeing one of two teams in the NFL that's undefeated at home. The other one being Denver, who's a division leader. And if you remember back in preseason, I said if things go right for this Denver team, they can challenge Kansas City in the West.
And they sure did.
And who was
Kansas
right?
City right now.
Yeah. I think I'm the most proud of being right about Denver in that one in the West. Yep, but Denver undefeated at home. They're a force to be reckoned with right now. And then in the NFC, Giants, I love that. The Giants are so far the only team in the NFL to be eliminated from playoff contention. Well, with a record of 2-10, I would fucking hope so. They're abysmal on the road. 0-7 on the road as a road team. Philly leading the East, which you and I expected.
Yep.
What we didn't expect though was the Commanders to be down at 3-8.
Yep. That's a little bit of a shock.
Oh yeah. I mean, I knew this in the North.
No, you did it. You were fucking praying to a god. You probably sacrificed a child to get this, but
I knew the Bears were going to be division leaders at some point. I mean, it's only natural that Chicago's leading the North. All things, balanced as everything should be. Bears on top of the North. That's balanced. In the South looking actually kind of competitive. Tampa Bay at 6-5. I was not expecting Carolina to be 6-6, but they are. Everyone in the NFC South has a negative point differential, which is crazy. And then in the West, it's a three-team race for that NFC West division title with the Rams, Seahawks, and Niners.
Niners. I feel like that's going to be the harder division to go against this year is the West.
Oh, yeah. Niners are 4-1 against the division. They have the best division record in the West. Elsewhere, Green Bay's 3-0 right now against the North, but they had to play Chicago twice. So realistically, they're probably 3-2 right now. And then the playoff format, looking at the playoff standings. If things were to end today, New England would be getting the number 1 seed and the first round bye. Denver would have home field advantage in the first round and second round if they make it. Colts would be at the 3 seed. And Pittsburgh would be the 4 seed. And then your 3 teams that are getting wild cards would be the Chargers, the Jags, and the Bills would be the final wild card team in. Houston, that first team out of the playoffs if they were to end today. Denver would get Buffalo at home. Indy would get Jacksonville at home, and Pittsburgh would get the Chargers at home if the playoffs were to end today on the AFC side. A lot of good matches there. I like Buffalo going to Denver. That'd be a great game to watch. Fucking tackle him! Sorry, everybody. It's fucking Iowa, Nebraska, and there's no team I hate more in college football than Nebraska. I mean, Ohio State's up there, but we'll get to that. Then on the NFC side of things, the Rams would get the first round bye. The Eagles would get the tiebreaker for that second seed over Chicago based on best winning percentage in conference games. But Chicago would take the 3 seed, Tampa Bay the 4 seed. I'm going to kill myself. He was down at the 1 yard line. Why are we so fucking blind today? Seattle would get the 5 seed, Green Bay the 6 seed, and the Niners would get the 7 seed. So the first round matchups would be the Niners traveling to Philly for the first round. The Packers traveling to Chicago. Yeah, he's down at the 1. That ref's a fucking idiot. And Tampa Bay hosting Seattle, which, given based on the record right now, I think would favor Seattle, considering Seattle's 8-3, but because the Rams hold that division lead spot, they'd get the wild card. So they'd have to travel to a division champion, which in this case would be Tampa Bay. Yeah, no, he's fucking down. Elbow counts as being down. You stupid shits. Oh my God, these fucking morons, man. These fucking morons at CBS. And yes, no, listen, I understand I want a job in sports doing, crap like this. But guess what? I'd be calling this fucking game better, more than likely. CBS, hire me. CBS, hire me. Yeah, 1 yard line. Thank you. That's what I thought. Thank you. Bye-bye. Moving on to college football. I've obviously been talking about it a lot this morning because of this game that's on and is going to cause me great distress, as much as the game later is probably going to cause me. Breathe. Big scenarios coming up in this week of college football. Get stuffed, bitch. No, that's something completely different. Share screen. Stop telling me about these things. A lot of scenarios this weekend for college football. Looking first at the SEC. Alabama plays Auburn. Alabama can clinch a win in the SEC championship game with a win over Auburn. The number 3 ranked Texas A&M Aggies clinch a spot in the SEC championship game with a win or an Alabama loss and an Ole Miss loss. So if they were to lose to Texas, they would also need Alabama to lose to Auburn and Ole Miss to lose to Mississippi State. Georgia clinches a spot in the conference championship game with either an A&M loss to Texas or an Alabama loss to Auburn. And Ole Miss clinches a spot in the SEC championship game. They need to beat Mississippi State, need Texas A&M to lose and Alabama to lose, which honestly would set up a Georgia versus Ole Miss SEC championship game. We've already seen those two teams play, with Georgia coming out on top, but it would still be interesting to know. And then for us, Dolan, because we're such a big, we're Big Ten guys. We care more about the Big Ten. Indiana clinches a spot in the Big Ten championship game with a win over Purdue or an Ohio State loss. Ohio State clinches a spot in the Big Ten championship game with a win or an Indiana loss and an Oregon loss. So if Ohio State were to lose to Michigan, they would also need Indiana and Oregon to lose. Indiana losing to Purdue and Oregon losing to Washington. Oregon clinches a spot in the Big Ten championship game with a win and an Ohio State loss or a Michigan win. And then Michigan finally clinches a spot in the Big Ten championship game with a win and a loss by Indiana or Oregon. Realistically, Dolan, I don't know about you. I want an Indiana-Oregon Big Ten championship game. That's what I want. I want Michigan to beat Ohio State this week. So that way we don't have to worry about seeing Ohio State in the Big Ten championship game at all. And I know how you feel about Oregon, trust me. But how great would that be? Or even an Indiana-Michigan game if Oregon were to lose to Washington.
Michigan.
I would be too, but I think too many things has to happen. I don't think Oregon's going to lose to Washington, and I really don't think Indiana's going to fucking lose to Purdue. Yeah, Black Friday football, Bears, Eagles, 2:00 on Prime.
Oh, it's 2. I thought it was 3. Well, it might be 3 for me.
Yeah, it might be 3 for you. Hold on. Yeah, this is 2. Hold on, I'm making sure it's 2 p.m. kickoff. Maybe it's 2 for you and 1 for me.
Yeah, it could be.
I'd have to look at like service stuff. Moving down onto the Big 12. The
I will
ACC.
say this about the Bears game. It's going to be very interesting. It's very windy over here right now. Very windy. We lost power the night before Thanksgiving. It's that windy.
You do realize we live in the Windy City.
I know.
They reside in the Windy City, so I don't think wind is going to be that much of a factor for them. But I appreciate you.
Like that.
Yes, I get it. You guys have a rabid fan base. I appreciate that. So do I. I am that rabid fan base.
No one beats Philly. Sorry.
No, that's fine. No, I'm not saying anybody does beat Philly.
Especially after losing to the Cowboys last week.
I would. You'd be proud of me. I refrained from sending you Instagram reels about that game, but I have them.
Looked at them anyways.
I have them saved.
Yeah.
I'll just describe one to you. So one shows like the Eagles when they're trying to put away Dallas, and then it shows Peter Griffin choking on a rice cake. Oh, wow. Surprise, surprise. They cut to a fucking Nebraska fan that's a woman, and it's a big bitch. Big 12 title game scenarios. Texas Tech can clinch a spot in the Big 12 title game with a win or an Arizona State loss. BYU clinches a spot in the title game in the Big 12 title game with a win or an Arizona State loss, or a loss by Texas Tech and a win by Arizona State. Then Arizona State, they need a win and a BYU loss, or a win and then a Texas Tech and Utah loss. And Utah somehow, some way can clinch a spot in the championship game with a win, a loss by Texas Tech, and wins by BYU and Arizona State. Looking at the ACC is going to have a lot, so prepare yourself here. The two teams that control their destiny are Virginia and SMU. Virginia clinches the spot in the ACC title game with a win or an SMU loss, Pitt loss, and a North Carolina win. Caden Weegan! Run, motherfucker! Fuck you, Nebraska! SMU clinches the spot in the ACC championship game with a win or a loss from Pitt, who plays Miami, which we'll get to later. A loss from Duke. Oh, Virginia win and a North Carolina win. Oh, Jesus. Or, this is where it gets complicated that I'm not ready for. A loss from Pitt, a loss from Duke, a win from Virginia, an NC State win, a Boston College win, and finish higher than Georgia Tech and Miami in Sports Source Analytics ranking. Or a Pitt loss, a Duke loss, a Virginia loss, a North Carolina win, a Boston College win, and finish higher than Georgia Tech and Miami in the Spot Source Analysis rankings. Fucking A. Pitt gets in with a win and a Virginia loss, or a win and an SMU loss. Duke gets in with a win, a Pitt loss, and an SMU loss, or a win, Pitt loss, Virginia loss, and North Carolina win, or a win, a Pittsburgh loss, a Virginia loss, an NC State win, and finishing higher than Miami in the Sports Source Analytic rankings. Now, Miami, they need everything They need to win and losses from Virginia, Duke, and SMU, or a win and those three, and SMU, Duke, Virginia loses, and an NC State win. I'm not going through all this. You can read it all. The main one to focus on is a win and a Virginia, Duke, and SMU loss. Oh, wait, no. Virginia and Duke lose and SMU wins. And then Georgia Tech gets in. The best way is a Pitt win, a Virginia loss, and an SMU loss. In the MAC, Toledo can clinch a spot in the championship game with.
Tree just came down.
The screen just came down?
No, a tree.
Oh, shit. Toledo clinches a spot in the MAC title game with a win on Saturday. Miami, Ohio clinches it with a win on Saturday and a Central Michigan win. The Ohio Bobcats, who you and I were looking at as probably the winners of the MAC, can clinch a spot in a championship game, but they need to win today. They need Northern Illinois to win today, and then they need Miami of Ohio and Miami of Ohio to lose tomorrow, and Central Michigan to win on Saturday and beat Central Michigan in the team rating score metric. And then Central Michigan still has a chance to get in with a win on Saturday, a loss from Ohio on Friday, and a Miami, Ohio loss on Saturday. In the American, two teams control their destiny, and that is Tulane and North Texas. Win, and you're in. That's it. Navy can get in with a win and a loss by either Tulane or North Texas. And it's good. Iowa's on the board. South Florida has a chance to get in. East Carolina has a chance to get in, but I don't think they will. In the Mountain West, San Diego State can clinch a spot in the championship game simply by winning or by losses by Boise State and UNLV, or finish in the top two in the computer metrics among 6 and 2 teams. Boise State can get back to the Mountain West title game with a win and a San Diego State win. So not only do they need San Diego State to win, they also need to win out themselves. Conference USA is going to come down the two teams that control their spot and their destiny with a championship, with a win. Well, actually, technically, all three of them just need a win, except Jacksonville State. Jacksonville State needs a win or a Kennesaw State loss. Western Kentucky needs a win or a Kennesaw State loss and finish ahead of Kennesaw State in the computer metrics. And Kennesaw State clinches a spot in the game with a win or a Western Kentucky loss and finish ahead of Western Kentucky in computer metrics. What happens if they all three win? Honestly, that's what I want to know.
Mexican standoff?
For Conference USA, is it really that big of a fucking deal?
To them, maybe.
Probably. Looking at the standings, this is where it gets fun. Navy technically on top of the American Conference right now, but it's North Texas and Tulane that control their destiny. Three-way tie up at the top with the ACC with Virginia, Pitt, and SMU, but only Virginia and SMU control their destinies to the ACC title game. Tie up top between Texas Tech and BYU. BYU's only loss coming to Texas Tech. So those two teams control their destiny. Indiana, Ohio State control their destiny in the Big Tens, but we want this team to beat this team for sure. Why? Because fuck Ohio State. Three-way tie at the top. I wonder if they all lost to each other. Hold on. I got to see this. Jacksonville State lost to. Okay, so they beat Kennesaw. Oh. So that's why that's the way it is. They all three can't win because Jacksonville State and Western Kentucky play each other in this final week. Okay. I read you. James Madison's going to the Sun Belt Championship, even if they lose. But will they be playing Troy or will they be playing Southern Miss? Southern Miss this week. Well, yeah, okay, yeah. So they play Troy literally to determine who's going to go play James Madison for the Sun Belt Championship. Absolutely love that. It's a heck of a week for football, man. I'm excited.
It's just been a heck of a week.
That too. Oh my god. I really think if Iowa loses, I'm not even going to be in the mood to watch the Bears game later.
That's a lie, and you fucking know it.
No, like I'll just have all my football energy sucked out of me. I hate Nebraska that fucking much. I don't like using the word hate. I don't. It's very aggressive and violent, but I hate Nebraska with all of my being. And that motherfucker Will Compton talking shit about fucking Iowa, Nebraska. Sir, get him! Sorry. We had a line. I don't know why, but we had a linebacker just come straight through, and then right before he gets to the quarterback, he stutter steps. I'm like, just sack him. Oh my God. College football, man. It's crazy.
No Stranger Things season 5's out, so if you don't want to watch football, you got Stranger Things.
I never really got into Stranger Things, honestly.
Good show, man. Should have gone into it.
I'm not saying it's not a good show. I just never got into it. That's also like me with Game of Thrones. It was a popular show that was probably a good. That's a good.
That show's been out for. The show ended in fucking.
And I've never watched it,
bro.
I've never watched it. I've never sat down to watch a full episode of it. All I've ever seen are clips of Peter Dinklage just being drunk and slapping Joffrey around.
Well, if you start now, you will finish by the end of January.
Okay. Maybe I will watch it. Maybe. We'll see. End of January. How many episodes a day do I have to watch to hit that time frame?
Dog, they're like almost an hour to an hour and a half long.
So I ask again, how many episodes a day do I have to watch?
I mean, how much time you got on your how much free
Not a
time?
lot. I do not have a lot of free time on my hands.
That's why I'm saying, bro, like end of January would be the perfect time frame. You watch 2 episodes, maybe 3 episodes a week.
Oh, 2 to 3 a week? Okay. That might be doable.
Yeah. Because they're it's like watching a movie.
I love that.
You'd be literally watching a movie for almost 3 months. The never-ending story.
Oh, that's such a good movie. The Never-Ending Story. So that's such a good one.
The never-ending story.
All right. Moving on. So we're gonna do our picks, and then I want to see where things shake out for you on a certain special thing that I love
Okay.
every time of year that it comes by. So tonight, I probably already know who you're gonna say.
Eagles.
I figured. I'm gonna say Bears. Oh, as always.
Cameron's here. He'd probably say Bears. Piss me off. So we already know what he's gonna say.
So much shit about the Cowboys.
Huh?
He would have been giving you so much shit about the Cowboys.
You'd been muted the entire time, so it wouldn't have mattered.
That's all he would have done. Like he wouldn't even probably added anything to the conversation. Just be like,
no.
how about them boys? So I do have stuff for today for our picks. So there's only, let me look at the schedule. There's 2 games today that should be fun to watch outside of Iowa, Nebraska, and they're on the pick'em list. There might be a third one, but I didn't add it to the pick'em. So to start, we're starting with a game, today. Let me get it pulled up here. Okay, we are starting our first pick'em for the day is the battle of Georgia and Georgia Tech. Georgia 10-1, Georgia Tech 9-2, battling it out in the Mercedes-Benz Superdome.
Georgia.
Georgia 15.5-point favorite over the Yellow Jackets to win.
Georgia.
You're rocking with the Dogs?
Yeah.
I am also rocking with the Dogs. Like, honestly, I wouldn't be upset, though, if Georgia Tech were to get the upset here. But,
Yeah.
I just don't see it happening,
Unless you're a Georgia fan, I don't think anybody's going to be upset.
Right, which is fair. I'll have to get Cam's picks from him as well as a Superdog. Actually, no, I can have that up for sure. And then, but I'll just come down here, remove, and then okay. Good play. Oh, speaking of, Ole Miss and Mississippi State are rolling right now, as well as Utah, Kansas. Ole Miss is up 14-7 on the Bulldogs. Next game that's actually coming out tomorrow. Big game in the SEC, big rivalry game, and could be the potential launch for a team that, if they can get a win, could put them in the CFP. Vanderbilt and Tennessee, the 14th-ranked Commodores taking on the 19th-ranked Volunteers. Vanderbilt just on the outside of the CFP, looking in, but needing a signature win like this to hopefully help propel them. Dolan, who are you liking in this game?
Tennessee.
And why are you rolling with the Volunteers?
I just like Tennessee. I mean, there's no complex thing with me in college football. It's just
Fair enough.
if I like them, I like them. If I don't like them, I don't like them.
Fair enough. I respect that. Game's being played tomorrow in Knoxville, Tennessee, at Tennessee. Tennessee 2.5-point favorite. I also like Tennessee. I've liked Tennessee all year. Touchdown, Iowa! Fuck you, Nebraska! Suck that Hawkeye dick, bitch! Hawkeyes, baby. Yeah, you fuckers aren't talking now. Shut your fucking big fat asses up. I'm sorry for being loud. I don't mean to upset your mother. But I will not apologize for shit talking Nebraska, ever. I will never apologize for shit talking Nebraska.
Just waiting for the doomsday step here to come up.
Yeah, that's honestly what I'm waiting. I'm waiting for the door to creak open. Like, what is going on in here?
Dinner's
Sorry.
in 10 minutes.
Sorry, Mom. I'm rocking with Diego Pavia and the Commodores. I think they turn the tide in this rivalry with Tennessee, and I think they get a signature win that can help propel them to the CFP. Now, when they get to the CFP, I'm not saying they're going to do a whole lot of anything, but they've had some pretty decent runs as of late. So I like Vandy in that one. I think it'll be a good one to watch tomorrow. Moving on to our next game up on the list. Another game taking place tomorrow. ACC title implications on the line. Game to be played in Pittsburgh, PA. The Pittsburgh Panthers taking on the Miami Hurricanes. Miami, their last loss coming to who was their last loss? I'd have to see. All I know is that they're 5-0 in their last game. No, their last loss came to SMU in overtime, while Pitt's last loss came to Notre Dame, a team that Miami beat. Miami, 6.5-point road favorite.
Miami.
Dolan's rocking with Miami. You've rocked with Miami a lot this year.
It's worked out in my favor.
It has. I mean, they're 9-2. You know, they're looking pretty solid. Dolan rocking with the Hurricanes. This one's a tough one for me because, like,
you hate Pittsburgh.
Yeah, you're right. I do. Eat shit, Pitt. We got to go to that game against West Virginia at Pitt one of these years, all three of us, just so that way. I mean, you're a PA boy, so I wouldn't be. I would understand you rocking with Pitt for that game, but I like no. Yeah,
No,
love it. Yes, we're going to Pitt just to talk shit, just to be assholes.
Pittsburgh's not the best city in PA.
I've never been to Pittsburgh. I've been to Philly. I
The
like
city of bridges.
Pittsburgh's the city of bridges. Oh yeah, Steel City. That makes sense. The city of bridges. Yeah, no,
Literally just a giant fucking non-stop bridge.
We're just gonna go to the game against West Virginia, and so when they play East Carolina, I'm gonna make sure we're surrounded by Pitt fans, and we're just gonna go as loud as we can. Eat shit, Pitt.
I'm just gonna go. Penguins suck. Pirates suck. Steelers suck.
Eat shit. Eat shit. Eat shit. Because both schools do Sweet Caroline.
Bom, bom, bom.
Yeah, but when they go the bomb.
Eat shit, Pitt.
No, West Virginia goes Sweet Caroline. Eat shit, Pitt. Good times never, or whatever the song goes, and then eat shit, eat shit, eat shit.
The dorms in Pittsburgh are called, if I'm correct, the Skyscraper.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
We have one that's called the Bank, and then we have Mayflower and Burge are like the actual names for a couple others. Yeah, I'm rolling with Miami. Eat shit, Pitt.
I was about to say, it was like this should even be a hard decision for you.
It's not. Will you fucking tackle him? Oh, now he's talking shit to the sideline. Oh, you're gonna get fucked up.
Jacob's going through a midlife crisis right now.
It's not a midlife crisis. I just don't understand. I played at the very most JV football. Okay. I don't understand how college players, as well as NFL players, just try to fucking one-arm tackle people. Like, I don't get it. Use both hands and wrap up.
Have you seen the refs this year? Have you seen the refs this year?
I have seen the refs this year, but that doesn't fucking matter. Proper tackling is two hands, wrap up, and
defense sneezes the wrong way. There's a flag getting thrown on them.
Two hands, wrap up, and tackle. It's easier to tackle with two hands, firmly grasp it, than one. That's been my biggest pet peeve this whole season, is the lack of proper tackling.
Proper tackling, lack of run game. No one wants to pass the ball.
I have such an old school mentality when it comes to football. If I was a coach, like such an old school, you see so many people nowadays just want to air it out. Like, and I get it. I get what
pound.
Me too. Establish the fucking run. Establish the run, which opens up the door for the passing game with play action passes and fucking screens, and maybe you get a shot downfield deep. But
I don't know. I feel like I've had more excitement watching some really good run plays happen versus some pass plays.
Yes. Oh my God! 3rd and 7, and we give up a first down to Dylan Raiola, the motherfucker who thinks he's the second coming of Patrick Mahomes, but was really just a little fucking bitch boy. Up next is a game on today that has some major SEC implications on the line, which I'm thinking is going to be a good one to watch. Probably the best game to watch this week outside of the game. Texas A&M and Texas.
Oh,
yeah. Aggie's
Oh.
getting 2.5 points on the road in Austin. I don't want to say this one's a trap game for Texas A&M, but after getting down as much as they did to South Carolina and then coming back, I think you should be a bit more worried about this game than you probably are.
yeah.
Way to get a hand on that Longhorn.
Longhorn.
Yeah, shut him up. Shut him up. Longhorns?
Mm-hmm.
You feeling, is it because they're at home? You feeling the upset?
Yeah.
I respect that. Texas is a good-looking team. Arch Manning's a good player.
Until he goes up against Ohio State.
Yeah. But I think I like Mike Elko's. Mike Elko has this team in a great spot and poised to make a run at an SEC championship or even a natty, which is something we haven't seen since Johnny Manziel was at Texas A&M. I think Mike Elko and the Aggies finish the regular season strong and lock up a spot in the SEC championship game against Texas. So I'm going with the Aggies. If it comes back to bite me in the ass, oh well. Another game coming up tomorrow. Tomorrow.
There's always tomorrow.
We got the Iron Bowl. Not as big as it has been in years past, but there's something about a night game at Jordan O'Hare Stadium in Auburn, Alabama. Alabama getting, and even Vegas knows it. That's why Alabama's only a 5.5 point favorite on the road. But Auburn, this is a game that I like for Auburn. Your biggest rival has everything to lose, while you have nothing to lose and everything to gain. You're 5-6. You need a win to get bowl eligible, and you can also take your rival out of the playoff in one fell swoop. I'm liking Auburn in this game. I don't know why. I mean, I have been known in the past to notoriously shit on Alabama, and I get it, but this isn't even me shitting on them. Realistically, on paper, Alabama wins this game.
Yeah.
I think Alabama's going to I wouldn't mind if Alabama won this game because, my cousin goes to Alabama. But Night Magic, Jordan Hare Stadium has that about them. That, night game voodoo stuff.
All I'm going to say is, give me Alabama. Hello? Ladies and gentlemen, there was a touchdown that most likely just happened. Is on that note.
Nebraska just recovered a kickoff because it took a bounce away from an Iowa defender in the wind, and because a kickoff is treated the same no matter if it's onside or regular.
Nebraska got it back.
Nebraska has it back on Iowa's side of the field.
What's the score?
10-10.
Quarter?
Hey, Mike, be careful there. You're going to pop a fucking blood vessel and have a heart attack, you old codger.
What quarter is it?
End of the first.
You're stressing at the end of the first quarter?
I'm stressing because of this whole fucking game. I hate Nebraska.
You have 3 more quarters.
And I hate
You're
Nebraska in every
aneurysm.
single. It doesn't matter that I have 3 more quarters. I hate Nebraska every single second of this fucking game.
I don't even have an aneurysm in the first quarter. Now I'm an Eagles fan.
This is Nebraska. I hate Nebraska. You said Bama? Okay, you got Bama.
And why are they doing why are they recovering the ball that on the first quarter?
Fucking
Moving on.
I'm rocking with Auburn. There's too many factors that I see playing into this game. I'm going with Auburn on this one. And then finally, the game everybody is so excited for. Coming up tomorrow. Big Ten implications, national championship implications. A streak that Ohio State wants to see ended.
Give me Michigan.
Yeah, give me Michigan. Fuck Ohio State. Fuck Ohio State.
Michigan.
Fuck Ohio State. I'm talking so much shit to Bullock after this fucking game when Michigan makes it 5 in a row.
You didn't even have to bring the slide up. I already fucking knew. Just give me Michigan.
I'm talking all the fucking shit.
If you want me to explain myself at this point, I got questions for you.
No, I got you. And then we'll have to get stuff from Cam for his final picks because heading into this, our overall record on Pick'ems from the last time we did this, Cam was sitting at 22-16. I was sitting at 21-17, and you were sitting at 20-13. And the Superdog standings, Cam sitting in first with 54, 2 outright wins, and 3-3 against the spread. And I was sitting at 47 points with 2 outright wins, 3-3 against the spread. And you, Dolan, were at 25 points with no outright wins, but an immaculate record of 5-1 against the spread. So, with that being said, who are you picking for your Superdog this week?
Who's the worst one?
Like in all games, top 25, what do you want?
The one where they'd give me the most points if I put all my money on black.
Well, I have to look, see, because right now it's, at least in the top 25, it's Purdue, who's a 28.5 point underdog against Indiana, which I would bet Indiana on the spread for that one. Tulane is a 30.5 point favorite over Charlotte, who's 1-10. So I'd stay away from that if I were you. What about just all of FBS? I think that 30.5 is the biggest, but if I were you, I'd stay away from it.
I'll take the one with Purdue.
Are you sure? I would go, I don't know. I'd go something.
It hasn't failed me yet.
All right, I'll lock you in for Purdue.
Hasn't failed me. Just saying.
I swear to, it hasn't failed you, but I swear to God, if this is the week you get your outright win, I'm going to blow a fucking gasket. Purdue 28.5. Okay.
Put all my money on black.
Purdue plus. Fuck you, Matt Rule. You're a fat piece of shit. Okay. For me, it has to be a minimum of 4. How many points am I losing by?
If Cam has 50,
He has 54. Okay, so I'm down by 7. I need somebody with at least 7 points. And then I'll have to get his from him later. So has to be a minimum of 7 for me.
oh,
I'm looking at the top 25 right now, but there's nobody I really want to pull the trigger on. Oh, fuck no. I'll do this. Give me Michigan, 9.5-point underdog. Michigan plus 9.5. That's my super dog. Hell yeah. Michigan. Yeah, fuck you. You made a fucking mistake going to Nebraska. Your mother had a fucking mistake. It's called you. All right, that's going to do it for our pick'ems, but I wanted to pull this up because I'd like to see how you think. So, Dolan, you're going to be predicting the rest of the matchups for those week in the NFL.
okay.
And then you'll also be predicting every game for the rest of the season.
Oh, okay.
And I always love it when ESPN brings this back because I love messing with it just because I love scenarios. Dolan, I present to you the NFL playoff machine. Every time you
What
go,
am I looking at?
you are looking at the game. So the 3 games, Green Bay, Detroit, Kansas City, Dallas, and Cincinnati, Baltimore have already been played. You pick every game you pick a winner for, it impacts the playoffs over here.
Okay.
So we're going to go through each game from now through the rest of the season, week 18. And we're going to see how the playoffs shake out according to you, Mr. Dolan.
All right.
All right. So I already know you're going with the Eagles in their game against the Bears tonight.
Yep.
Niners, Browns.
Niners.
Jags, Titans.
Jags.
Colts, Texans.
Ooh, CJ Stroud back in yet?
I do not know.
Ooh. Colts.
Dolphins, Saints.
Dolphins.
Jets, Falcons.
Falcons.
Rams, Panthers.
Rams.
Cardinals, Bucks.
Bucks.
Vikings, Seahawks.
Seattle.
Chargers, Raiders. Bills, Steelers.
Bills.
Broncos.
Denver.
And then New England.
Patriots.
Okay. Week 14, Dallas, Detroit.
Detroit.
Dolphins, Jets.
Dolphins.
Steelers, Ravens.
Ravens.
Bucks, Saints.
Bucks. Colts. Browns. Vikings. Seattle. Buffalo.
Even with Joe Burrow being back?
Buffalo.
All right.
Denver. Green Bay.
Yes.
Rams. Texans. Eagles.
You don't even have to tell me. I already know to pick the Eagles.
Bucks. Bills. Bengals. Jags.
Okay.
Chiefs. Texans. Bears. They're going to tie. They're both
Okay.
garbage.
That isn't.
I don't know, man. Like, if I had to pick,
No,
I
no,
would
no.
say the
That
Commanders,
is
but
an
they're
option
both
you can pick.
garbage.
You can pick tie. Option you can pick to tie.
I'm gonna go with the Commanders, but it'd be funny if they did tie.
Eagles over Raiders.
Yeah. Seahawks. I think the Seahawks got that game. Denver. So 49ers. Panthers. Rams. Dallas. Steelers.
All right, 3 weeks to go.
Rams.
Rams, Seattle.
Eagles. Bears.
Good boy. Oh wow, this game's abysmal. Before you make an answer on that game, I want to let you know that game is between, with how you've projected this, is there's 1, 2, 3, 4 teams at 2-12 in the running for that second draft pick, and this game is between 2 of them.
So it's whoever can suck the most.
It's whoever sucks the least.
Jets. Buffalo. Chiefs.
Pats, Ravens.
Ravens. Dallas.
Okay.
Vikings. Bucks. Denver. Falcons. Texans. Detroit. Bengals.
Colts, Niners.
Colts.
Go, Mark Gronowski! Run, you beautiful bastard! All right, week 17.
Dallas. Lions. Denver. Giants. Texans. Seahawks. Green Bay. Bengals. Steelers. Patriots. Saints. Colts. Bucks.
Your humility. I want to see how
They're 11-4 right now.
according to you, yes, Buffalo's 11-4 heading into this game. Philly's 12-3.
Buffalo. We'll be sitting our starters.
Yeah.
Ooh. Let me see where the Bears are at. 10-5.
They're both 10-5.
Bears. Rams.
All right, week 18, final week.
Cardinals.
Really?
They're gonna be set. They're gonna be sitting their starters. There's no shot.
Well, yeah, especially if they're 2 games up on.
Yeah. Chargers. Kansas City. Dolphins.
Oh, I don't know about that. Because New England, if they were to lose, Buffalo would jump them for the division. First down, Philly tush push from the Hawks.
It depends on how the Bills play against. That's the problem. It's
So
week
here,
17. That's going to be tricky because
I'm
that's when
gonna
all the
say-
starters are going to start sitting.
I'm going to say if we give it to Buffalo and then give it to New England, how that works out. They tie, but New England has the advantage.
Yeah.
So we can go to tiebreakers here. So they would, as it stands, they win the tiebreak over Buffalo based on best win percentage in division games. So, I mean, you still think Miami or New England?
New England. We'll give it
because
to New England.
they'd also still be in the hunt for that second seed as well.
Yeah. I'd say give it to New England because they have more to lose.
Okay. Washington, Philly,
I think Philly,
Baltimore, Pitt
Baltimore,
is where we're at now.
Seahawks, Texans, Dallas, Bengals, Detroit, Falcons,
Woo, Hawks! Bills,
Bills, Green Bay, Buccaneers, Jags.
and there are your playoffs. There are the playoffs according to you.
Am I picking who I think would win this then too?
No, we don't have the playoff bracket, but you could predict who you think's going to win round 1 matchups.
If I had to guess, Seattle will beat Green Bay, Buffalo will beat Baltimore, the Lions will beat the Buccaneers, the Texans will beat the Colts, the Eagles will beat the Bears, the Patriots will beat the Jags.
And then I think whoever is the lowest seed to advance will take on the 1 seed, and then whoever's left over faces after that.
Yep.
All right. My turn. Bears, Niners, Jags, Colts, Dolphins, Falcons, Rams, Bucks, Seahawks, Chargers, Bills, Broncos, Patriots for week 14. Detroit, Miami, Baltimore, Bucks, Colts, Browns, Commanders, Seahawks, Bills, Broncos, Bears. Oh no, Green Bay. It's that one's at home. For Green Bay. Rams, KC, Philly, week 15. Bucks, Bills, Bengals again, Jags, Chargers, Texans, Bears, Commanders, Eagles, Colts, Denver, Niners, Carolina, Detroit, Dallas, Pitt, week 16. Rams, Philly, Chicago at home, Jets, Bills, Chiefs, Pats, Chargers, Vikings, Bucks, Broncos, Falcons, Texans, Detroit, Bengals, Niners, week 17. Cowboys, Vikings, Denver, Giants, Chargers, Seattle, Baltimore, Bengals, Steelers, Pats. And then this game would be essentially for I say Tennessee over the Saints just because it'd be so fucking funny. Colts, Bucks, Bills. Sorry, Dolan.
I think I picked the Bills too.
Bears, Rams. In week 18. Rams, Broncos, Chiefs, Miami, Eagles, Baltimore, Niners over the Seahawks, Colts, Dallas, Bengals, Bears, Falcons, Bills, Vikings, Panthers, because they'll be rest.
You know what the crazy thing is? Even if Dallas wins their next
Jags
few games, they still wouldn't make the playoffs.
I wanted to see that because, like, I wanted to see even if Dallas wins every game, what do they need to be able to make the playoffs? You know?
Mm-hmm.
So I have clicked every single. Okay, so there's Dallas at 11-5-1. I'm only going to be worried about the NFC games.
So they need to win what, 4 more games?
I have them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If
They
they
gotta
win
win
out,
all 5 games.
I think they have to win out
That ain't fucking happening.
because like let's see if
There's no way they can win 5 games in a row.
Chicago beats Detroit. I'm trying to focus on the NFC games for the most part, the ones that actually matter. Okay, week 17, Detroit.
Damn, I gotta drive in this shit tonight. Fuck, man.
Yeah, no. There's got to be a lot that has to happen, but they win the rest of their games. That's how you control your destiny the best. But yeah, no. Every time I see that thing come up on ESPN, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna have some fun today, playing out scenarios and shit.
It was kind of stressful. It shows how modest of a human being you are, too.
What?
How are you gonna rank your team against every other team?
Oh yeah, it's
So the
definitely.
Eagles should win out on almost every single game they play at this point. We're through our gauntlet. You're going through the meat grinder now.
Yeah, no.
You're going through the harder part of your schedule. We've made it through
we
the harder part of our schedule.
we win tonight. I'm feeling better.
If you don't win tonight, it's going to be a long 5 weeks for you.
It's not. Green Bay ain't shit. Green Bay is never shit.
Green Bay just won against the Lions again.
Like I said, Green Bay ain't shit.
And you haven't won against the Lions yet this year.
But we have beaten Green Bay this year.
I was like, you haven't beat. I was like, the first time the Lions went against you, it was belt to ass,
We
bro.
have beaten Green Bay this year in 2025.
And what was the score with the Lions?
That was week fucking 2, bro. We have grown as a team since then.
To ass.
You're gonna get fucking belt to ass tonight. Keep your shit up.
You're still at the little kids table right now, but you'll get there.
Yeah, we'll see who's sitting at the little kids table tonight, brother.
Speaking of table, I'm gonna have to go soon.
Saquon Barkley's gonna get BTA, bro. Jalen Hurts, he doesn't know what he's in for.
A really windy night.
The Bears, You do realize the Bears lead the NFL in takeaways, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Bears lead the NFL on
Did
defense.
we double doink?
That's all you got. We'll
Double doink.
see. Yeah, I'm fucking double.
Need you go bye-bye in the
I'll
playoffs.
be fucking double doinking my fucking mushroom head off your forehead. You keep it up.
You have a mushroom head. You literally look like you got a mushroom head.
I'm talking about what I got packing downstairs. That's going to do it for today's episode. Obviously, hostility runs high. We get it. It's football. It's all shit talking. But, when you're the best of friends, that's what you do. Make sure you smash that like button and sub wherever you get your podcasts. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you hit that like and subscribe so that way, hit the notification bell so that way you can be notified when we go live or when new videos drop. You can follow us on Facebook at Gridiron and Grit. We're also on X as well as Instagram. Be sure to keep an eye out for us. We'll be bringing you more football as the season is starting to wind down. Hey, next thing you know, it's going to be bowl season, and we're going to be talking about bowl games as well as that college football playoff bracket, and then the NFL playoffs. Who's gonna come out as Super Bowl contenders? Hopefully the Bears. But I digress. That's just me talking there.
Fly. Happy holidays, everybody.
Happy holidays. I hope you all had a great Thanksgiving. Enjoy your Black Friday. Go get some retail therapy if you need it.
Drive safely.
Until next time, this has been Hollywood Jacob Worthen and Nathaniel the Philly Grim Dolan. We will see you next time.
Peace out.